Beautiful day in Nova Scotia. How's it going, grade 7s? Today we're going to get into two of the elements of fitness that we're going to be looking at in this unit. So we're going to look at water and fire. As you can see, beautiful day in Nova Scotia. Hope you guys are getting outside and enjoying the weather in Shenzhen as well. Okay, grade 7s. So first things first, we're going to look at the concepts associated with the element of water. So again, this is more flexibility focused meditation, it's about developing the mind and body connection. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to bring you through a static stretch routine just to show you what it's like, and then maybe a few poses in yoga, and then from there I'll move into our element of fire, and we'll do some of the plyometrics. Okay, so it's always good when you start a stretch routine to work from the head down. So that's what I'm going to do. Static stretches. You should just feel a nice stretch along the side of your neck right here. Try and relax all your muscles. Take a few deep breaths while you're doing it. So that was for an 8 count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Forward and back also. Okay, and then I'm just going to do neck rotations just to get a little bit of stretching. Okay, now I'm going to do arm circles. Really focus on your breathing while you're trying to stretch. Big inhales, followed by big exhales. Okay. This is for your tricep, outer delt. Head. Static stretch again. Okay, so that's obviously my upper body there done. Just gonna bounce a few times outside. Stretch out my chest. Okay, now I'm going to do trunk rotations. Try to make sure your hips stay in the same spot. You're not using a hula hoop here. Trying to get a nice stretch through your back into your legs. Okay, next it's going to be my hips. So I'll do hip flexors. I'll go left leg forward first. Really sit down into it. You should be able to feel it right here. And another nice thing to throw off of this is for you to touch with your opposite hand, reach down, and then reach for the sky. Just like this. Really helps. Okay, opposite leg, opposite hip. So again, feeling this in my left hip now. Okay, opposite hand down. Same thing. Oh, reach for the sky. Okay, that's my hips. Now I'm going to do my quads. Okay, so I'll just get one leg forward, one leg back. Okay, I'm stretching this muscle right here. This is my quadricep. Okay, trying to push my hip forward and lean back. Should feel a nice stretch. The length of the muscle from your hip down to your knee. I'll hold that for an 8 count. Okay, now switch it, other leg. All right, so that was my 2 legs. The front of my legs, my quads. Now I'm going to get my hamstrings. Okay, you can do this sitting or you can do it standing up. I'm going to do it standing up first. Okay, so I'm just going to hold for an 8 count down on my right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in the middle as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Next I'm going to do my calves. Okay, so a good way to do this is to get down into kind of like a push-up position. Okay, you guys can see me. And just to gently with your opposite leg, try and press your heel down to the ground. Okay, you should feel a nice stretch along this muscle right here, your calf, from the back of your knee down to your heel. Okay, and switch. Okay, so that was a pretty standard stretch routine. Most of it was static stretch. There was a few dynamic stretches put in there. I'll be talking to you guys later in the week and I'll try and see if you can locate which ones were dynamic and which ones were static. Okay. Next thing I'll do is we'll start off in a little yoga pose. Okay, so yoga is another thing that lends itself to the element of water quite well. The thing that it really allows us to do is not only stretch our muscles, but also really focus on our breathing, which also strengthens that mind and body connection. So when you're going through these very basic stretches, what I want you guys to do is really focus on the way that you're breathing. So try and inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Okay? The more cognizant or aware you become of your breathing, the better it's going to be for your body in the long run. So I'm just going to start off in a little child pose. Okay? So shoulders or hands about shoulder width apart. Okay? And then down into child's pose. Okay, you should feel a nice stretch here, but again, let's breathe in and out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Okay. Spring forward into cobra. Nice stretch in your back as well. And breathe in through the nose. Okay, now into downward facing dog. You should feel a nice stretch. Try and keep your back straight. Okay, a straight line all the way up your spine. And breathe. Should feel a little bit of pressure on your arms, your triceps, and your shoulders. Breathe again. And down. Okay. Another pose we can get into. This is Warrior 1. Okay. And the ground's not very even where I am right here. Basically, you can't see my whole body, but my back leg is to the side. So this is comfortable. Feeling a nice stretch here, side of my hip, and leaning forward with a pose. Okay. This is an easy one to do right out of downward dog. Okay. And again, the same thing. Okay, reaching down and reaching up. The thing about your yoga stretches though is they're really focused on a little bit more holding the difficult positions and really focused on the breathing aspect to go along with that. So by no means am I a yoga expert. That's a quick little introduction. I'll also attach a little video if you think that that's something that you guys really are interested in or want to gravitate to, then you can check out that video and see if it suits your fancy. Okay, grade 7s. So now we're going to get into the fire element. So we're going to do a little plyometric exercise. My brother is actually going to be the one who demonstrates, but this is very much an athletics focused workout. It's going to be a lot of jumping, a lot of running, and then a few sports specific movements. So I'll show you guys how it works. We've got a few pieces of equipment set up. We've got the ladder, we've got 2 yoga mats, okay? We've got his sports specific movement, and then obviously we have him. All right, so I'll show you guys how it goes, and then hopefully you guys can do the same thing. If you don't have the same kind of space or the same kind of resources available, you can always make substitutions, and we'll talk about how to do that during our online class or our Zoom session. Okay, go ahead, Steve. Okay, so that's his ladder drill. Now he's gonna get 10 burpees right here. Okay, now next, 10 jump squats. Nice and low. Nice and low, Steve. There you go. Okay, now to a sports specific movement. Here you go. Okay, we've got his net here. He's gonna give me a cadence, and then he's gonna aim for the net.
Goes that.
Okay, now he's running a sprint. Okay, Stevie, go. And he's gonna walk back. Okay, so that's a lot of sports specific training. My brother plays football, so we designed a little bit of a workout for him that's gonna work those techniques can help him be in shape for football season. Hopefully that doesn't get canceled too. We'll talk a little bit in our Zoom session about how we can augment this training exercise or these training exercises to suit something that might be better for you. Okay? I'll also attach some YouTube videos for you guys to browse and look at if you only want to do agility training or if you want to train for some kind of a specific movement. All right? Thanks for watching, guys.